Good morning. I am here to talk about the date I went on the other day. This has been date 3 or 4. Um, and it was with a really cool guy. I met him in Silver Lake at a coffee shop, and for an hour we chatted about life and, the usual normal first date stuff like where are you from, what do you do, family, friends, yada, yada, yada. Um, and I will say, in this date, for me, it was slightly different because I had a very neutral feeling about him. Whereas every other date I've been on, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, sorry, I just woke up a little while ago. What was I saying? On every other date, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, I have a pretty good idea about whether I'm going to like this person or not. And most times, 90% of the time, I'm not going to like this person. But with this guy, I didn't have that. It was very neutral. We, it, it just was what it was. I didn't feel any kind of like um, judgments going on, which I took as a sign to ask him for another date a few days later. So I messaged him on OkCupid. He's like, "Hey, I had a good time. I would like to go on another date with you if you would like to go on another date with me. If you don't, it's not a big deal. Just let me know." Um, and a few hours later, he messaged me back and said that he politely declined accepting another date and wished me the best of luck. I said, "Thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it. And best of luck to you as well." And that was that. Um, I can say that I am happy in one sense because the outcome of this date was something different. It's kind of refreshing to have a different outcome every once in a while. Like, it gets really old when you go on a date and you don't like the person and you have to be the one who's says I don't want another date. So it was nice to not have that like responsibility on me. And but of course I was disappointed too, as always, um, that it didn't work out at all, and also with the fact that he didn't want to go on another date with me, which made me almost message him back and say, "Well, why didn't you want to go on another date with me?" But I kept myself from doing that because I realized that that information wouldn't make a difference. Um, I'm not going to like alter my whole personality and who I am to try and make someone like me. And asking for that information is kind of like the first step in doing that. Um, because what was he going to say to me? He was going to say, there was only a few things he could say, like, um, you, I didn't like your personality. Okay, so I should change my personality. I didn't like your mannerisms, so I should change my mannerisms. You, I didn't like the way you spoke, so I should change the way I speak. Um, I didn't like the way you looked, so I'm gonna change the way I look. Like things like that. That was if I asked him why, that's what I was looking for subconsciously, was things to change about myself in order to either, you know, win this guy back who I've only known for an hour and I don't need to win back, but this is the kind of shit your mind is doing, or so that I can prepare for whoever the next guy is. And I knew that's not what I want to do. I don't want to change myself to meet someone else's needs. With that said, I also think change is good, especially um, if you keep getting an outcome that you don't want and it's making you unhappy. Uh, Maybe you do need to rethink some things about yourself. But if you're happy with the way you are and it doesn't cause you any distress or trauma, there's no point in trying to figure out what someone disliked about you, because you're not going to change it and you don't need to. And I think that's it. That's what I learned from this date. And I don't know. I hope the next one goes. Well, yeah, I hope the next one goes just as well, because this all seemed like a step in the right direction. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.